Welcome to Winners on a Wednesday. And in this episode, the topic is going to be planning permission. How do you buy land, get planning permission to build and make hundreds of thousands of pounds? It doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter what your experience is. If you can learn what to do and get around people doing this, you can start profiting from property development. So in this episode, we're going to be walking through one of Mailek's projects. Now, Mailek is an academy member. He's an absolutely amazing, down-to-earth dude, but he's making hundreds of thousands of pounds through property development. And in this episode, you're going to see exactly how he's doing it.
Hi, my name's Mailek and I'm from Cambridge. I bought this land for 220,000 and I built this house for 140,000 and now it's been valued at 520,000, making me a sweet profit of 160,000 pounds. Watch this video to see exactly how I did it. So initially I grew up sort of around the corner, about 10 minutes away. I often travel up and down this road, so I saw the house opposite, which was built on the land from the house in front. So I thought, hang on a minute, this is a piece of land here. Potentially, you could get planning here and go again, replicate what they've done there.
Here's the thing, he lives in Cambridge. I know so many people saying, oh, there's no deals in my area. I live in Cambridge, there's no deals. What he did that's smart is he's looking, well, hang on, are there other people making money? Are there other developers in Cambridge? Yes, of course there are. So he's seeing what other people are doing and he's thinking, well, I can do the same thing too.
Come on in. So over here, this is the property that I originally acquired the land from, and where I got the idea from is if you come over here, this house here is dead opposite, and I thought this was just a garden space. So I thought, I believe I can get planning for this. So went through the planning process and approached the woman who lives here. I'm always on the lookout for potential plots of land, or maybe I can get planning. Oh, maybe you can squeeze this in here. Land was 220 grand. Build itself was around 140. So it's about 360 for everything. Planning process, to be honest, it was refused. It was refused twice. It took so long because the planners weren't happy, the council wasn't happy that this house would be bigger than the original house, and you've got to stick to certain rules and guidelines with different properties in different areas. To get the council happy, we had to scale back a bit and reduce the size of the property to a 2-bed rather than a 3-bed. And it got passed.
Interesting that the council said no to a 3-bed house, no to a 3-bed, no to a 4-bed. They wanted a 2-bed house. And the reason is because you need to find out what are the local plans within that particular council. We're a massive shortage of houses across the UK generally, but every council have got different targets. If you can find out from the local plans and from planning consultants what their targets are, what houses they're short on, and then offer to build those houses, it's very difficult for them to then say no.
This is my second ground up development. I've done one before, which is another ground up one. That was a slightly bigger house, that was a 3-bed. That one I actually sold, and this is my latest project. I've also done some renovation projects as well. So I've got a plumbing and heating company, an electrical company. So I've used the finances from these projects, my companies to, saved over the years and just, kept saving as I went along. Literally.
Where Mailek's really smart is he's got his plumbing and heating business, and I'll even tell him, don't stop that. That's your fast pound. You're not a plumber, you've got a plumbing business. That's producing cash flow, and then he's now strategically putting that cash flow into property development and making 6 figures every time he does a development, bang, on the side. So he's got his fast pound, he's got his slow pound. There's a lot of people I meet who are like plumbers. They don't have a plumbing company. They're plumbers, they're builders, they're tradespeople, getting a bad back, making 50, 60, 70,000 pounds a year. It doesn't make sense. You could just tweak what you're doing. And instead of working really, really hard, work a bit smarter and make 10 times the salary.
So this garden, we've completely redone. It's going to be a shed having that far corner to make sure it meets with the planning rules. And then just landscaped it, and then we put some nice tiles here. Over in here, we've just got this kitchen going on. Fridge freezer here, washing machine, integrated dishwasher. And then we've tucked away the boiler, boxed it in, so it's all concealed. And this kitchen was around £8,000. So here I went for compact laminate, which is a nice, fresh, clean look. I went for induction hob, quite a modern thing now, rather than go for gas because it's easy to clean and stuff like that and to maintain. I'm someone who just loves to be on site and I just love to be involved with all aspects of it. I mean, of course I don't do plaster and stuff like that. We get subcontractors in, but I mean, the stuff I can do, I'll definitely put in and just put the hours in just to save on costs as well and just to push the projects along and manage it as best I can. Electrical, plumbing, I mean, these sort of things we try to keep in-house, of course, but even groundworks, I've been stuck in digging trenches and, you know, this is what I love to do. I mean, literally from digging the trenches to putting in the light bulbs, we've done a good job here.
The thing is, Mailek can do it. So when he does the building work and when he's there smashing down the walls and getting involved, he's doing it because he can, not because he has to. And when you're working on your own projects, it's so much more exciting than when you're getting paid to work on someone else's projects.
Come check out the downstairs WC. In here, I went for nice and bright, so that's why I've gone for the white tiles. It's actually white matte on the floor, and then on the walls is actually gloss. Downstairs bathroom was all done with the planning. So this property is an M42, which is semi-disabled access, has to have downstairs toilet. Sockets have to be a certain height to make sure the planners are happy. If a disabled person wants to move in here, it has to be compatible.
Now, what's interesting is if you want to be a pilot, you need to go to pilot school to learn how to fly. If you want to be a basketball player, you get a coach. And in the same way, what Mailek did really smart was he didn't just attempt to become a developer and make loads of money completely off his own back. He used his existing skills, but he also joined the academy. He came to the property training programs with myself, got the training, got the support, and that's how now he's able to scale up.
So I went to the academy, I think it's one of the Dilson academies. The people around me, you know, all striving for the same thing, you know, like-minded people around. So I like this energy, and that's one of the main reasons I joined the academy as well. People say, you know, your network is your net worth, so it's definitely important to find like-minded people. When I went to the academy, I met people who were like-minded like myself and wanted to strive.
As Mailek mentioned, it's not just about training, mentoring, it's also being in the environment. Your network really is your net worth. Who you're around is who you'll become, and your environment is so important. If you've got 5, 6 close friends and they're all making 100 grand every time they do a deal, doing multiple deals, you're gonna be peer pressured into success, and that's the kind of environment that you need.
In here, this is the bathroom. Basic, gonna fit some mirrors up here. Went a little bit over the top of the TV here. Yeah, I've got a TV in the bath here. It's waterproof, so don't worry. And thought process behind it, because if we make it Airbnb, just a nice touch, and people might go, oh, nice, TV in the bathroom. Just might push me a bit further up in the trees and the picking.
I love this guy, man. Thinking outside the box, trying to do quirky things. He's absolutely right. If you're looking at Airbnb properties, which property are you gonna stay at? The one that's got a TV in the shower or the one that doesn't? I love it.
This is the smaller bedroom of the two. This is fitted wardrobes here. And then behind you, we've gone for the vertical anthracite blue radiators. Make sure we can meet their BTUs and the heat output. Over here, nice big windows, lets lots of lights in. So with this property, I wanted to be super compliant. So the actual EPC is a B, which is high. I think the street average here might be around a D or an E. What I would say to a young person getting into property would be to definitely have a goal, stay focused, and there's always going to be ups and downs in what you're doing. Always think of the long-term strategy and goal, and to keep doing it. You know, dedication is the most important thing that I could recommend.
He's so right. Most people just say, I want to be rich, I want to be a developer. Like, okay, well, what are you actually doing? Oh, well, I just really, what are you doing? Where's the dedication? Where's the goal? I'm trying. Come on, wake up.
Here's the master bedroom, slightly bigger. Again, I've gone for high ceilings in here, so it feels super spacious, and massive windows here, which lets lots of light through, which is really nice, brightens the place up. So Cambridge is a mainly university city, so if I choose to make it into an Airbnb, it's quite a high demand in this area. This particular location is close to town. Pop to town and 10 minute walks at the max. It's got lots of local amenities, so it's a really popular location. Definitely recommend the academy because you need to be around people who've got the same goal as you. So sometimes you have a rough idea sort of how things work, and then when you book a call with a mentor, they give you exactly how it does work, and you think, this is how certain people do certain things in different fields in refinancing, using debt as leverage and going again. So in that terms of it, it's really good actually.
Whilst you can make a lot of money in property, you can also lose a lot of money in property. And having the ability to speak to myself, my team, a mentor, someone in the business, and run things past them is absolutely valuable.
Because I have the financial flexibility, I can either decide to sell this property or make it into an Airbnb. So I could get a management company in to manage it for 10 to 15%, or I could just sell the property for 520 and just make the profit and go again. So, or I can do a long-term rent, but the better option would be to make it into a Airbnb or to flip it to maximise the profit from this development.
A lot of people say, what happens if it doesn't work on Airbnb? What happens if this strategy doesn't work? Well, the thing is, what he's done really smart is he's got exit strategies. He's going to try it on Airbnb, try and make a killing every single month, but if it doesn't work, he can sell it and make his £160,000 profit. Ka-ching, on to the next. He's got multiple different options that he can do, but either way, he knows he's going to win. It's really important that you have exit strategies when you're doing property development.
So the plan now would be to potentially, because I finance this with all my own money, so the plan now to get a mortgage on it, pull my money out, and then go again and buy another bit of land or do another project.
Please do me a massive favor and drop some love in the comments for Mailek. He's a hardworking guy. He's putting himself out there. He's sharing with the world how he's doing it so that you can do the same thing too. And if you want to follow in Mailek's footsteps, why not come and join me at a £1 property investors crash course where you can meet me, spend the day with the team, where you can put a plan together how you can be the next winners on a Wednesday.